Hello, welcome to the Freak Show. Bumpy McSquigums here. I want to thank you all for joining me as I continue with my Let's Play of Season 4 of Battle Brothers. This is Episode 5, and in the last episode we did a lot of running around and, well, not really accomplishing anything. We cannot destroy the raised, or we cannot raise the Forgotten Ruins. It's a bit too challenging for us right now, so we're going to have to break the contract and remove it. We'll check out Ulhart again. What do we have here from you? Same quest. Alright, we're going to head out. We're going to go down on over to good old Felmern. And at Felmern, we shall find out what is truly on the table. I don't know, guys. We'll see what's up with Felmern. Now, my video posting is going to be a bit weird. First Look Fridays might be delayed until Monday, so it's going to be a bit odd. So, if you guys don't know how it seemed to work, I was actually prepared on Thursday to upload everything and be caught up to Thursday. Then on Friday, I was going to hopefully do, and my wife was going to be gone on Friday night and on Saturday night. So I was going to get a bunch of stuff done. Well, what ended up happening was Thursday, when I got done doing the stream, I was going to finish uploading everything. It was going to be fine. Before I went to bed, everything was going to be uploaded. I was going to be 100% caught up. What actually happened was YouTube said, nope, we'll upload your first video. We'll skip your second video. We'll upload your third video. And then we'll stop on the fourth video at 95%. And we will never actually upload it. So I had to cancel the two, re-upload them. Which then only one of them worked, and again, it stayed on 95% for, well, I want to say close to an hour, which isn't great. And then finally that got uploaded, and then the other one still stayed at 0%. Alright, what do we have here? I'm not going to raise the other one, and this one is protect the caravan to win down. Okay, sure, why not? We'll go to that place. So again, not super fantastic. It wasn't enjoyable. Which meant that by the time I actually got just the 4 videos I was planning to upload immediately after the stream, it was like 3 or 4 in the morning, and then I just said, alright, I'm not going to upload the other ones because, well, I just don't simply have the time. So I waited, and then I uploaded them the next day. So I uploaded those on Friday, which is fine. So then I was going to do Focus Fridays over the evening, but instead I couldn't do that, or, sorry, First Look Fridays. I couldn't do that because my wife ended up having her plans cancel on her, so she wasn't able to leave until Saturday. And then most of Saturday I spent with her as well. So it just was all out of whack. I was up most of Friday night anyway. Wasn't able to do any recordings. I got nothing done on Friday as far as recordings, which is not great. I always like to accomplish something, and since I wasn't able to, that was really bad. And then I wasn't able to stay up late and do the recording, so that was also terrible. So then Saturday comes around, and that was a day I was going to be spending with my wife, and I did until the evening. And then come the evening, I actually needed to end up sleeping from about 5 p.m. all the way through till, I don't know, 8:30 or so not that many hours, like an hour, 3.5 hours, something like that. And then I had to get up and do the live stream. So then I did the live stream, then I played 2 games of Dota 2, which we lost horribly. So many awful, terrible players. It's ridiculous. So, from there, I decided to make some food, and here I am recording, folks. Here I am recording. It's like 1 o'clock in the evening. It's not great. Or 1 o'clock in the morning, I guess, if you want to call it that. It's not great, but it is simply what it is, and instead of going back and figuring out what I wanted to do for Focus Fridays, or First Look Fridays, as it were, I figured I would just go and do what I need for Saturday and Sunday, and get that out of the way first, because those are a bit more normal. And then probably tomorrow or maybe later tonight I will actually go and I will work on some of the First Look videos. A wagon tipped over, dead horses by its side, one dead donkey with evidence of having put up a fight, women, children, a couple of older men, most mutilated in a fashion unsuitable for being found by anyone. But you figure your company was probably the best fit to come across such ruin. You've got the stomach for it, for you have created quite the worse. It is the innocence of the dead that turns the gut, though, and in a feeble effort to rectify that moral illness, you go ahead and bury the dead. Sadly, nothing of value is found in their remains. Well, there you go, folks. Sorry about that. The dog decided to run in and bump into the microphone, and it didn't fall or do anything horrible like that, but it definitely bumped into stuff, and it was really loud, so I had to kind of cut back and redo that, guys. I'm sorry. So I don't know if I did any fade to black, if I just try to cut it together, but yeah, in the middle of the speech there, bloop, big old nasty kabang, kabloom, kaplowy. It wasn't great. I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't great. So that being said, who do we have? We have Friedrich the swine. We have Rumold. Ooh, a militia conscript. Ooh, that's pretty exciting. And we have Redulf. We might get the conscript. He's a militia. We have 1,000. Yeah, why don't we do that? I actually don't have my list next to me, guys, so the naming of the characters is going to have to be in the next episode. I thought I had everything up and running. I did do an update on something when I started. I mean, this has been an interesting... No, that's probably not going to work. We're not going to take that. It's been an interesting couple of days. Well, we're going to head there soon, so maybe, but let's see what else we have. Now, those are the only two, huh? Alright, well, we're going to go back to what I was calling Einstein, or Einstein, and really it's Eisenstein. Something along those lines. So, that's the play, I suppose. We're going to grab up some food. Guess we'll grab some tools as well. And we'll head on down to the place to be. To Einstein, or Eisenstein. Eisenstein. Meh. Eisenstein? Eisenstein? There we go. Eisenstein. You have to have the E sound. It's okay. So, there's going to be a lot of traveling and moving around the map. I'm going to see if I can't find maybe just some random patrols and go and do battle with them. I want to be able to fight something that's... Really, I want to fight something way weaker than me, but I don't want to fight anything that's really, really powerful. Like I said, guys and gals, ladies and gentlemen, at this stage in the game, if you go and you do battle with goblins, there's a pretty darn good chance you're going to die a horrible, awful death. So just be aware of that. Like, I had my level 3 guys actually go and do battle with some goblins in my other campaign, the one I'm playing on my own. And I killed a few of them, but I got wrecked pretty bad. Like, I almost lost 3 people. I didn't actually lose anyone, so I was pretty happy about that. But still, it wasn't great. Alright, what do we have? Raise the burned ruins. What else? Protect the caravan. To where? To Aun. No, we're not going to go to Aun. Or Aun. And then this is what? Ulhart? No, I'm not going to do that one either. But both of those are actually fairly decent. Who or what do we have here? Oh, look at this dude. But this dude's amazing. Actually sad that we don't have enough for him. It's okay. Alright, do we have any kind of amazing equipment we can buy? Not really. We can maybe buy some more padded leather, but in reality we need to actually move beyond the padded leather. Alright, folks, let's go see if we can't find ourselves a fight. Hold on. It was the burned ruin? That's up there. No, we can't do a battle with that. I don't think we can win that fight either. Alright, we're going to go take a peek and see if we can't find just some random patrols moving around. We'll head back toward Volstad, and from there we'll hope that we can find something to fight, but no guarantee, no promise of that actually happening. Maybe if we find like 3 goblins or something, like a hunting party or a raiding party or something, that might be okay, but we'll really have to see. I can't promise one way or the other it's going to end up well for us. I mean, we know that they do send out parties, right? So, that's a thing that they do. And they very easily could be here. Well, this says it's weaker. Maybe we can do something to the Murderer's Hideaway. I'm not entirely certain we can, though, honestly. If I had to judge this, I would say we probably don't stand much of a chance. See, it went from weaker to challenging as soon as we got near it. I mean, I don't really know what the deal is. While these things are lying about how powerful they are, they just like immediately jump up as soon as you close with them to do battle. I think there's something possibly broken, or maybe it's an intended mechanic that I didn't remember reading about. Like maybe as they sit there you assume they're getting weaker, and then when you go and you check and you get close enough to actually get some reconnaissance, maybe at that point it's not going to work out. I don't know. I honestly have no idea. Wow, dude, slow your butt down, man. There it is. Alright. Many thugs. Alright, we're going to do battle here. It's going to be nighttime, I know. Not my favorite time to actually do battle here either. Alright, we're going to skip our turn, and it looks like they're going to close to the area that I was hoping to actually get to. But again, they don't seem to be overwhelmingly challenging yet. Well, we'll have to see how all this plays out. We'll skip your turn, and we have a clubber over here. Move to the high ground, we'll wait our turn. This guy's going to show himself, okay. Skip your turn, good sir. And we're going to go back up to the top here. Well, I guess Antros is just going to have to stab from down here. 67%, and we missed. Of course we did. It is exactly as we planned it. Not really, guys. Not even a little, honestly. It's fine. Alright, we're going to try to stab this dude. 77%. There it is. A little bit of damage. Oh. It's going to be a fight, is it? Come up here. If we did that, we would hit our own guy, wouldn't we? Yeah, we would. Alright, so let's try to chop this dude in half. Nope, no such luck. I'll come over here and try to cut that guy down. Nope, no such luck there either. Come here and an attack from there. Not too shabby. And I would like very much to be on the high ground here. That's totally fine if it doesn't net me anything. Alright, 71%. We missed because we're really bad at actually doing things that don't suck. Good job, guys. Well done. Alright, I guess we move there, and that's pretty much it. Now, they're all going to probably be able to move first because, well, let's face it, they're all really lightly armored. So they're going to have the advantage there. And we just got chopped with a meat cleaver, which was unpleasant. We just got stunned, which is equally unpleasant. And stabbed twice really, really hard. Holy crap. I swear, man. These guys. Alright, we missed the 11, the 14. Ooh, we hit that guy. Okay. Alright. Try to finish that guy off. That's a little bit better. Gonna see if I can't smack this dude back. Nope. Did not land it. Alright, we dropped him. We just have to hope that we can keep... Oh, come on. We're just so incredibly unlucky. Alright. And we got a double stun off, which is actually pretty good. Okay, he's fleeing, which is fantastic. This actually puts us in a fairly favorable position. Pretty good damage done there from Comrade Rastko. Let's see if we can get another hit. Oh, that's a bit unfortunate. Alright, we're going to come up to the high ground now. And I think we're going to unleash the hounds. And yeah, we're just going to leave it at that. Our dog is going to go on the attack. And despite the fact that we can't do a tremendously huge amount right now, we can probably hold our line here. And our dog will hopefully do a little bit of work. There we go. 2 of them are fleeing now. Alright, we go for the 9%. We missed. 12%. We missed that as well. This dude's trying to make moves into positions to wreck us, and he's failing. Alright, smack him, and we failed. Unfortunate, but okay. 36%. We missed that guy as well. And we're going to take that guy down, making him freak out just a little bit. Alright, what's next? Cut that guy down. We'll move forward. And we're going to try to trade some blows here, but keeping our defensive stature up a little bit. I think you've done enough, good old Emmerteal. Why don't you back on up, buddy? Alright, Rumold is not looking super great. We're going to... I guess try to knock this guy off his pedestal. There it is. And we're going to move on up to that pedestal. We're bleeding a little bit. It's not ideal, obviously, but we'll be okay. We'll move here. I'm okay with your positioning. I'm okay with your positioning. And you could probably stand to move down here. And you can probably just move maybe here. I like it. I like it a lot. Alright, so there we go. The dog is going to go and hopefully gnaw on this dude. He got a little bit through the armor there. We're going to go for an aim shot, 19%, and we missed. That guy died. Oh, this guy's going to go for the dog. Oh, no. Ooh, that was unpleasant. Alright. 60%. Ooh, big hit, and he is now fleeing like a scared little girl. 51% impale missed. Alright, it's unfortunate, but that seems to be one of our only plays. 51%, we cut him fairly deep there. Come down here, finish this guy off. So we're winning the fight, but it's not looking great, guys. It's looking relatively messy, for lack of a better term. Alright, what are we going to do with you? We'll move there. If we move here... I should still be able to unleash the war dogs. In fact, yeah. No, I should be able to move one. Oops, I should be able to move one more time. Alright, there it is. The dog is out, and he is going to hopefully... Yeah, there's the fleeing mechanic I was looking for. And he is pretty much done. So we managed to survive it. Whew, that was scary. That was not looking pleasant at all. But hey, you know what? Victory looks like it's going to be ours. I am okay with that. Boom, 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 bada boom, boom, boom. And victory! So a lot of us got wrecked. We got hurt quite badly. Knifing through our armor and not pleasant. But in the end we got double level ups. No one died. It was really close. It was scary, but again, we did survive. We got a few things here that we should be able to sell. We got some food and some medicinal supplies or medical supplies. It's okay. And we'll leave it at that. Also, one of our guys has a small little Targ shield here. Oh yeah, it's our new guy that we haven't officially outfitted. That would be one of the reasons why we're somewhat problemated. We'll throw that shield up on you, good sir. We could give you another puppy, but Alright, let's see what he's got. Death Wish, no morale triggered. And he's militia. Although a member of the peasantry, he was always willing to join the militia and protect his homestead. Being the bottom rung of soldiering, he quickly realized that it meant his life was expendable. When his militia was disbanded, he returned home to find his town had been burned to the ground. 1 foot already in the door, it only made sense to join one of the numerous mercenary bands roaming the lands. Alright, there's the origin story for that. And we are not going to repair any of these items. However, I believe the rest are probably worth repairing. We can sell some of these other things. And why not? We can throw the dog on him, right? There we go. So he can have a dog as well. So 70, it is what it is. It is what it is. Alright, we're going to head back down to good old Volstad. And from there, hopefully grab up another mission, another quest, another contract, or what have you. Sell off a few things, and be about our business. We can't sell right now. Obviously, it is nighttime. We do seem to have quite a few folks over here. And, oh, look at that. 740, 770. Definitely going to try to get the money to actually get there and get that going. Caravan, it looks like a long distance one. I'm not going to even look to see where it goes. Find the collapsed temple. Somewhere on the plain southwest of here. Maybe. 240 crowns. It might be worth it for that. Protect the caravan. This is like the most ridiculous caravan ever. No, that's not good. Alright, we'll go for this one. We'll accept your proposal. South and west. I would assume the plains are over here. It's gonna be, oh wait, hold on. It's dawn, so let's sell off some of this stuff, shall we? It's not gonna be a tremendous amount, but it's gonna be a little bit. Alright, and we're gonna head down here, hopefully finding what we're looking for. Kinda wish you would just take the direct path instead of this, but that's okay. It's apparently the most efficient way to travel, and there's something to be said about that. Let's just hope we find it and get back relatively quickly. Have enough cash to... That was really quick. Okay. There we go. You wish, and it shall be granted. There's a lot more murder, death, killing to be had around here, folks. Which is nice. And we still need to level up a few peeps. Alright, we have just enough cash now to get our other person. Now, if we do that, we're going to be relatively broke. Which is, it's not great. I've definitely had better times, but we're gonna give it a shot anyway, guys and gals, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna man up, and I'm gonna buy the next mercenary as well. Now we can go with Heinrich. Seems to be maybe slightly better armored, but I think Espen seems cooler, so we're gonna go with Espen. So here we go. We're hiring him up. We're gonna be broke. We're gonna have enough for 1 day's worth of cash monies. And we're going to come here and make sure, well, we're as outfitted as we can be. We have a thick tunic and the cool little thing. This guy's he's got a super grin. In the next episode, folks, I will be naming these two individuals. Again, I did not have my list up on the side, and unfortunately, we're going to have to skip it for right now. But not forever. Alright, so Rasco decided to get himself slightly more powerful. We're going to have to 3-2-2 it up just a bit more. Okay, and we'll go, I guess we go into perks now. Again, I kind of like the idea of getting the Colossus perk pretty early on. I think it's probably the best possible scenario. Could be wrong, but I think it's kind of the play. So that's what we're going to lean toward. We're going to get that, we're going to get that, and we're going to get that. So all that being said, we have a few more somewhat tankier people. Now, the next few things I'm going to do, probably get closer to 80 HP, and then we're going to start increasing our fatigue. I think that's going to be the best way to level up. I don't know. I don't know if it's the only way or the right way, or if there is an only or right way. I'm not sure, but that's what I'm going to roll with, and we're going to hope for the very best. And let's go read the origin story of our latest person, Espen, here. Simply a hunter. Born in the hinterlands of Ulhart, he spent much of his life stalking the beasts amongst the trees. The hunter hid the thought well, but for the longest time he wondered what it would be like to hunt the ultimate game. Man. Looks like he had something to prove, just to make sure he does it at range. When first given a sword, he grabbed it on the wrong end. Yes, that end. That's awkward. So, not really great at melee combativeness, huh? That's okay. He's actually better than K-Jack Applejacks. That's kind of impressive. Alright, so with that, we are brokish, and we need to find ourselves a something that's going to give us money. And I don't think we can do either of those things, so what are we going to do now? Well, I would like to find something that we're stronger than, but it doesn't look like there is anything, so... Huh. Like, we're even with every single hideout in the entire place. Except for the goblin one. That one we're not even with. And I guess this Long Pike's Den. Which is weird. It's a bit weird. I don't really know what to do. So what I guess we'll do is we'll head toward the Outcast Den. We're pretty low on time here. We're probably going to break it off, but we are probably going to have to fight a den because we just don't have the money to, well, pay for anything, really. Maybe, if not, we'll head up all the way up to Windau, and we'll see if we can't get a better quest up there. Hoping to find, like, a random patrol over here, maybe, no? Alright, what is up here? Some raiders and the leader. I don't really think we have the oomph to deal with that. We'll check the overgrown woodcutter's hut. Again, we're still hoping that we find some bandits just kind of floating around. We'll make our way up toward Windau, and, again, we'll hope for the very best. There's no promises. And what is here? Some orc young. Yeah, you know what? Maybe we'll do this in the next episode. We'll break it off here. In the next episode, I'll try the orc young, and we'll see if we can't kill them off, murder them, and be all about our business. Anyway, thanks for joining me, guys. I'll see you in just a bit with the next installment, the next episode of Battle Brothers. That's right, Season 4, folks. And until then, my name is Bumpy McSquigums. Thank you for stopping by the Freak Show, and I will see you later.